So this is my exit confessional. Um, yeah, my goals when I came into this class were to pretty much get an A. I mean, I guess also to find my writing voice, but to pretty much get an A because I wanted an A. I'm kind of neurotic that way. Um, I don't know if I met those goals. And I also wanted to find my writing voice. I think I've actually found a way to go about writing because before this class I never brainstormed when I wrote papers. I never wrote a first draft. I didn't find a need to, but I always struggled when I wrote papers. Like it honestly, writing papers, I would pull my hair out and I just want to kill someone and I'd spend days. I mean, I was one of those people who would sit there and wait until like the last moment to write a paper. I would sit there for weeks. I could start it for weeks and still not get it done until the night before it was due. You know why? You know why? Because paper writing was such a thing for me. Like I had all these voices in my head. Oh my god, I keep bringing this up, but yeah, I do. Like I have all these things in my head like, oh, I shouldn't write like this. Oh, that's too informal. Yeah. In April's class, I really saw that it was all about what I wanted to say, and I really like the fact that she let us utilize our voice. Um, yeah, I met those goals in a way that I figured out that instead of me brainstorming by writing it down, I should brainstorm by recording myself speak. Because honestly, I talk to myself, and I bounce thoughts off my head, and I'm just bouncing ideas off my head at the time, and I'm like talking. I'm talking to myself as I pace the room, but I never get those thoughts down. And I noticed that if I sit in front of the computer, start typing something, I'm gonna start correcting myself because I see it in front of me in words, and when you put words in front of me, I'm gonna edit it. Like that's just how I am. So, um, about recording myself how I'm speaking and my thoughts at the moment, like as I brainstorm, like it always does it pop up in my head. I can go back on them and listen to myself and listen to how I sound and listen to if this is the way that I want to write my paper, which is a good idea. I mean, I got the idea from actually doing these response confessionals. Like, they were really helpful. And I noticed that, like, if I would have paid attention to what I said in my video, especially for my search, oh my god, if I paid attention to one of my videos, it wouldn't have took me so long to get to that damn paper, like, to my final search draft, which is freaking awesome. But, like, I had talked about all this stuff in my video, but then it took me forever, to get to it. And when I wrote the paper. So, yeah. Um, I thought the marginal comments that I got from my classmates and the conferences and all that stuff were helpful. Like I said, I say in my final portfolio, I like the idea of getting feedback from my audience because these are people who get to read my work and April is the main audience. It was really helpful because, and it was just crazy because honestly, before this I hated peer review. Peer review sucked. But in this case, it was so constructive that it really helped my paper along. It really helped me get to the nitty gritty of what I wanted to say and what I should expand on. So yeah, um, peer review in high school for me it was more about grammar. Everybody was about grammar. I mean, grammar's important. Blah blah blah. Grammar's important. Blah blah blah. But like the guy or if the person didn't get what you were saying, they didn't explain why they didn't get it, or they tell you something but they would expand upon it well I think you should, I don't know, like, but they would just give a suggestion but it wouldn't tell you why they were suggesting it. Like, but in our workshop the students would tell you, oh well, you should expand upon this because when I read this, I really wanted to hear more about it, and I felt like you left it open or left us guessing. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I get you now because I did leave it open, and I should expand upon that and explain what happened later. Because I can't leave the reader open because I hate being left on the edge. Like, what happened? What happened? But, okay. So, um, the marginal comments, they were very concise. Like, it wasn't these long, well, sometimes they were paragraphs, but they were really concise. They got straight to the point. They were, what's that word that I just learned today? A few days ago. I don't know. Not typographic. Something graphic. Telegraphic. There you go. It was real telegraphic. Like, it was straight to the point. Like, they right what the book's trying to say, and they were trying to say, and I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. Then you can skim it on the side, and it wasn't the red pen. The red pen. And I know maybe the red pen, the red penis, is my friend, but not in this case. It just has such a negative connotation for me. But so I really like those side comments, and the fact that I was able to make side comments on my paper and actually write and get to put down what I liked about my own paper was awesome because honestly, like in school, like they always highlight your flaws, but if you get to highlight what you're great at, then that's cool. Um, I didn't really have anything I didn't like about this. As long as people stick to what they're supposed to do as far as in response to your paper, like respond to important stuff, not about like these little nuances that people get hung up on. Um, yeah, that's about it. Let's see. Do I see myself as a writer? Yes, and I will always see myself as a writer. Even more so now because honestly, I've been in a writer's block for maybe a year now. About a year. It's the most painful thing ever. But I'm trying to work my way out of it, and I really feel that like the class helped me um, get there. Uh, my writing process has changed because now I know that I can brainstorm without having to write it down or without having to feel the need to edit myself and to rein myself in. So, yeah, this class, all in all, was pretty much helpful for my writing process because Lord knows I've tried to brainstorm. It doesn't work. Not on paper, because then I end up scratching things out. Oh, that don't sound right. Like, scratch that out and erase it. When you record stuff, you can't take it back. You can say my bad, but you've already said it. So I feel like I could, record it and I actually get my ideas down and then just springboard off of that. So that's my English professional. Bye, April.